Folks, Lil Tjay is in big trouble. He might be cooked, all right? Because now the FBI have apparently taken over the case. I don't know why the FBI would want to take over a case. It was a shooting in Florida, but maybe things are much more complicated. Maybe the situation with Offset owing people money, having issues with people in different states trying to catch each other out of town is all going to catch up with him, because it has just been revealed that the FBI have not only took over the case in the shooting of Offset, but they have also released new images of people, suspects, persons of interest, cars, and it's a nightmare for Lil Tjay. Okay, he is in huge trouble and could be the federal investigators knocking at his door next, man. Look, let me show you what's going down.
Breaking news after rapper Offset was shot at the Hard Rock Casino last week.
The FBI has just released some critical clues moments ago in this case. Local 10's Caroline Coles is in the newsroom with some new photos.
Yeah, we're learning some new information. The FBI Miami team have just released new details and photos on the suspects and the shooting of the Migos rapper. Let's take a look at the pictures we're getting. Agents say a big group of people assaulted Offset when one of the suspects pulled out a gun and shot him. You can actually see two of the suspects in the photos right here on your screen. And this particular photo, you can see the confrontation agents say led up to the shooting. And here's a closer look at the moments leading up. Agents say after one of the suspects opened fire, they tried to remove his watch but did not end up taking it. Officials say the suspects took off in two Chevrolet SUVs. One of them is a gray Chevy Tahoe. And here's a look at both SUVs. The other is a black Suburban. Agents say the driver in the Suburban headed toward Hollywood while the Tahoe went to Miami. Now, the shooting happened in the valet area of the Hard Rock Casino. This was on April 6th. Offset recently speaking out about getting shot, posting on Instagram and thanking his supporters. The FBI is now asking people to come forward if you recognize the suspects, the SUVs, or if you have any information on the shooting.
So this is very serious, all right? The FBI releasing new surveillance footage, images, all of that kind of thing. And it is going to be a nightmare. Now, I've got some more information about these images in this article here about the FBI releasing this surveillance footage. And it is official. The FBI are investigating the shooting of rapper Offset. This ain't no stake. This is an FBI federal case. And I wouldn't be surprised if Lil Tjay was going to get wrapped up in an even bigger case, because there's all types of talk about what happened after he got shot. Alleged getbacks, alleged, all types of stuff that him and his crew have apparently been involved in. They're dangerous guys. I wouldn't be playing with Lil Tjay like that. Offset's a brave man. But it says the FBI is investigating the shooting of the rapper Offset. Now, the FBI are on the case, okay? And they basically said that the suspects tried to rob Offset of his watch after the shooting, but they were unsuccessful. That Richard Mille class too strong for them. And they basically fled the scene in two Chevrolet SUVs. Now, we got all of the pictures here of everything and everyone involved. This was a very dumb place to do a drill, very dumb place to shoot somebody, covered in surveillance. This is a casino. You're in a casino valet area. This is one of the dumbest things I've seen since Pooh Shiesty, okay? So we got the cars, know exactly what you were moving around in. This is a person of interest. We don't know exactly who this is or what their involvement was in this, but it's not a good look. They were both rolling deep, and their crews are in a whole lot of trouble right now, okay? So all of these pictures have been going around, and the FBI are really on the case. Now, interestingly enough, Tjay was only charged with disorderly conduct and operating a vehicle without a valid license, but they might have let him get off scot-free so he could continue on, snitch on himself, send some DMs about the situation, and get themselves in trouble. If you think that the FBI aren't getting into his phone, I've got a bridge to sell you, okay? It is absolutely surveillance state right now, okay? So Tjay's lawyer would argue that Tjay didn't have a gun. He wasn't charged with any weapons or gun-related crimes. He was swiftly released after posting bond. But the cops are going to be saying, well, you're the one that told him to shoot. We're hearing all these rumors that the shooting was at the direction of Tjay, and it don't matter if he didn't have a gun, right? It don't matter. It's still going to be a big, fat, huge, serious problem for him. So interestingly enough, this makes me want to kind of return and just sort of recap Lil Tjay's very misguided comments that he released after he was released on bail. So he was only bailed out on pretty minor charges of disorderly conduct and operating a vehicle without a license, but he was talking a little bit too much. I was seeing people making jokes and memes about how hot he was talking after he got bailed out. So let's just revisit this.
At 6 o'clock, folks, we're hearing from Lil Tjay, the rapper charged in connection with the shooting of rapper Offset in Florida. Tion Merritt was just released from the Broward County Jail on disorderly conduct charges. Now, his attorneys say that he's denying being involved in that shooting.
Did I shoot Offset? It's crazy. They're saying you were disorderly.
I'm saying, did I shoot Offset? It's crazy. He didn't say no. He didn't say it didn't happen. He didn't say it in order. He said, this crazy.
Outside the casino, there was a fight near the valet. That Offset, he would never play with me like that in his life. Somebody owe you. Somebody owe you
So
money.
he's saying, I'd smack the shit out of Offset. He'd never play with me like that in his life. You're telling on yourself right now. You are actually telling on yourself. This going to be in the case. You know this is going to be in that FBI federal case, right? You know that, like, you creating content for the FBI to use.
In his life. Somebody owe you. Somebody owe you money. Ask Offset. He owe you money. Ask Offset.
You know who's asking Offset? Federal Bureau of Investigation.
By the way, Offset was shot last night.
So look, all right, Offset released his statement, all right? I would be surprised if he was telling or on some telling stuff, but he released his statement after this, said, thank you to everyone who's checked in on me and showed me love. I'm good, but I'm planning to be better. I'm focused on my family, my recovery, and getting back to the gambling tables. Oh, sorry, my bad. Getting back to music and realizing that life is made up of quiet wins and loud losses. Life's a gamble, and I'm still playing to win. Set with a dollar sign as the S, he might need to change that into like a C for credit, okay? Because he definitely not got too many credits at that casino. But I personally think Lil Tjay is in big, big trouble right now. So this is being reported on in Atlantology. It says the feds, all caps, are now investigating Lil Tjay and his crew for shooting Offset. Will Offset cooperate with the federal authorities to get these young black men off the street like Gucci Mane? I don't know. He might. And if he does, it's a scary sight. People saying MF's going to learn to stop going to them white people shit, trying to be cash outs. The Fed's going to pick it up every time. They're saying it was on Native American land. That's why it's a federal case. Now, that's very interesting. I didn't actually know that because it's a casino. I didn't know you even was allowed casinos out there. Is the Hard Rock Casino on native land? Let me look that up. Wow, it is. So if you thought he was the dumbest crash out in the world, the idiocy has gone to a whole nother level because you did this shooting, all right, on the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Hollywood. I didn't know that they could have casinos out there, but this is on the Hollywood Reservation, all right? One of 6 Seminole, is that how I say it? Seminole Indian reservations governed by federally recognized Seminole Tribe of Florida. You guys went and had a shootout of the Seminole Tribe's sacred ground, right? The Seminole Tribe of Florida, located near Hollywood. The Seminole Tribe of Florida. You guys fucked up on a whole nother level. You went and had shootout in the Indian reservation. Are you fucking dumb? Are you stupid? Are you slow? You pulled up to the Hollywood. You pulled up to these historic locations and had a shootout. And that's why it's federal. I don't even need to see you taking guns across state lines. This shit is federal, all right? This federal contraband right here. This is so dumb. It's actually unbelievable. It's Native American land still run by white folks. Double whammy. They double cooked. They doubled super overly cooked, man. I don't know what the Native Americans be eating, but what do the Native Americans be eating? We got 26 Native American foods you should try at least once, okay? So Lil Tjay is about as cooked as the blue corn mush, all right? He's as cooked as the banahas. He's as cooked as the Wojapi sauce. He's cooked like the Wansa or pemmican, all right? He's cooked like the Three Sisters. He's cooked like the Yopon tea. He's brewed like the Yukon teas, cooked like the hominy stew, the Hopi picky bread. He cooked like all of these delicious Native American cuisines that I now want to try. I'm getting hungry. Anyway, get it back in blood is what Offset did. So them boys did. And them Native American federal land owners, they're going to be getting it back in blood too. Everybody's in trouble. It says FBI on top of all of these rappers right now, and y'all calling Lil Baby goofy for trying to go corporate instead. Lol, you got to be trolling. Offset cooperating with the FBI. They're saying the Fed's going to solve this just off the strength that it happened on a casino on Native American land, no less. They're saying how the FBI keep picking up every rapper case. Where the F the state at? If they give them gambling money, they're saying snitch and your own people will scorn you. Don't snitch. And we expect retaliation. It's a win-win for us, said the system. People saying no, it's because TJ and them traveled across state lines to commit a crime. They're saying any crime at a casino is automatically federal. But it's them Native American casinos, man. You guys are so cooked. So this is the NY State of Mind subreddit talking about the same situation, and they saying he going out like Joe Budden at the Everyday Struggle event, man. So look, this is actually crazy. This is twisted. So look, I personally think this is very, very dumb. I don't know what all of these guys was on. I don't know if TJ pointed the finger and said, "Yo, go get busy, go shoot, go grab the watch." He is fucking cooked. Okay, he's fried. He's cooked like them delicious Native American cuisines that I just showed you. So look, I'll keep you guys abreast of any updates on this situation. It is actually pretty insane that Lil Tjay's gotten himself into this mess. For somebody that got shot 8 times and survived, like the new generation 50 Cent, for him to be running around doing this type of nonsense is actually very disappointing. I like TJ. I like his music. Don't like how he be doing them streamers, to be honest with you. The way he be doing the streamers is kind of low-key embarrassing. But he's clearly getting busy out in them streets. This is going to be a big problem for him. It's federal, and I don't know how he's going to worm his way out of this one. This one's crazy. When he was talking that hot outside the police station, we knew that this man had a very very big problem. So look, I'll keep you guys updated. If I hear anything else about this situation, you know that I will update you guys first. I'm going to do a really quick update on Jay Prince, because they're talking about Jay Prince Jr. might be getting wrapped up by the feds too. This shit's about to get federal. Whack 100 saying Jay Prince Jr. about to get arrested. So I'll keep you guys posted if I hear anything else. But for now, gang, I'm out of here. Peace.